challenged my friend Tim to a road trip competition to see who could plan the best trips across the country. Over the course of 7 days, both of our teams traveled over 9,000 miles. With the trip now completed, we turned to a travel agency to determine the winner. Stick around to find out who had the most epic trip. With both of our journeys now completed, we send in the edited videos of the trip to get graded by our friends Shake and Stanley from the travel agency Destination Pick.
You know, I'll say this, man. Just going through those 2 YouTube videos, you know, on HD, like I was so jealous. Like, beautiful, man. Both teams captured some amazing shots. One of the statements that Jared, that you made was like, my favorite was, you know, if you ever think of traveling across the world or across the country,
just do it. Don't even think, just make it happen.
Both of our teams had traveled vastly different routes to get from Miami to Seattle. My team left Miami and drove north to Chicago before heading out across South Dakota and a snowy Montana, visiting a Great Lake, the Badlands Glacier National Park, and Olympic National Park on the way to the coast.
We can start with John's group. I'll give a couple of my highlights, and then Stan, you can share some as well. First of all, the Devil's Den. Like, what? Had no idea like there was a place like that. Just a little cave, a hole, you know, go scuba diving. That is just phenomenal. And then right after that, going to Chicago and grabbing a bite of deep dish pizza. Yeah, I was just getting hungry just looking at the deep dish pizza. Another highlight of John's team was obviously Glacier National Park. That was the highlight of y'all's time, and to be honest, like that was the highlight of, you know, that video when it comes to y'all's team. And not only that specific park, just in general, even like Tim's team, like looking at those different like sand dunes and all that stuff, you feel like so small. You know, that's where you just appreciate the creation, but at the same time you appreciate the creator, you know?
The entire trajectory was not like, oh my God, what is me? There was some key elements that you guys were really focused on the vision. I guess that just stood out, and I love that part.
My team had an awesome trip, but would it be enough to win? Tim's team drove all the way to St. Louis from Miami on the first day. Their plan was to get as far west as they could, visiting the Great Sand Dunes National Park, the Grand Canyon, LA, San Francisco, and enjoying the scenic ride along the Pacific coast.
Well, yeah, man, going to Tim's team, I'll start this off, man. First day, you guys just beelined it. Like, how many hours on the road? And I'm like trying to figure out, like, where are they headed to? You know, why are they in such a rush, you know? But then, you know, the rest of the video, and then part 2, we see like, oh man, like they're hitting the Sand Dune National Park, the Monument Rocks, okay, the crazy dust storm encounter where Jared almost was taken off by the wind. And then obviously like the Navajo, like so unique. And then just the real like conversation that you were having with the lady, you know, that's just so real. It's just kind of like opening up their trip. And so when I saw, you know, California and the sunny beach, and I was like, yes, you know, that's where I want to be. You know, the redwood trees, just how big those trees were. And so, man, it was just beautiful how you guys captured those moments, you know, went and saw all these different places.
So I loved the way that you captured the sand dune all the way, and the Grand Canyon. It was just beautiful.
One of my favorite parts was the reunion at the end. I was like, oh man, 2 families just coming together. Like, haven't seen, like, it feels like you guys have not seen each other for like a whole year, you know?
That's what it felt like,
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, but it's all about how you capture that, right? That makes you think, oh man, it's been like a year or something, and just coming together at the end and just reuniting. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Now that Shake and Stanley had reviewed both of our trips, it was time for the final decision. We would be graded on 3 criteria: enjoyability, locations, and activities on a scale of 1 to 10. Whichever team scored the highest after competing for a week across the country would win the competition and have bragging rights as the best travel planner.
Competition finally comes to an end. Let's see what happens here.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take one at a time. Yeah, when it comes to enjoyability, I think both Stan and I, we came to a conclusion that Tim's team got 9 out of 10 when it comes to enjoyability. Okay, so hey, we'll give it a little clap. Yeah, there you go. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 when it comes to enjoyability. But we did give John's group a 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh! So there you go. That's the beginning of the grade, okay?
So it's a few less hours in the car, right? Yeah.
That's it. And then when it comes to locations, we gave Tim's team a 10 out of 10, man. When it came to location, y'all killed it, man. Like, first day, like I said, there was a huge rush, and then we know like why there was such a rush. You guys wanted to hit all these different places, unique places, just amazing. So we gave you guys a 10 out of 10, and we gave John's group. You ready, Brett?
Yeah, man.
8 out of 10. Okay, we gave you guys an 8 out of 10, and then finally, boys, it comes down to the activities, okay, and the activities, and obviously both teams, did multiple activities, and this is the game decider, And to be honest, Stan and I, we actually also went back and forth. We were like, oh man, John. His team was this, but Tim's team was... So we were actually struggling too, right? We were trying to navigate and trying to struggle, but at the end, we came down to it. We gave John's team an 8 out of 10 when it comes to activity. Tim's team, 10 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
On the challenge.
Knuckles, Jared.
Yes, fist bump. Let's go.
I know.
Hey, man, I just want to say too, man, John, y'all had, seriously, I think it could have gone either way. You guys had an incredible trip that made me nervous the whole time watching that video. And there were even things in the video where he was like, well, Tim's team decided to do this. We decided to chill. And I'm like, oh no, that's not going to help.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yes.
I think both the other guys would agree. It was worth the extra time, mile exhaustion. It was definitely worth it.
But yeah, congrats to Tim. Anything you'd like to say, Tim, about your trip, about your team?
And, I think, John, I just want to thank you too. I mean, without your vision on this, then none of us would have experienced it. So grateful for that. Grateful for you guys for judging it. Shake, when you said it felt like a lifetime, in a way, it's kind of true, because at the end of the trip, in a way, it's a lifetime of experiences that we did in 1 week. We had no idea where they had gone. They had no idea where we had gone, but just getting back together with them, knowing that we had experienced a lifetime of stuff. And I'm like, I'm even getting emotional thinking about it now.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was a trip of a lifetime, and even with the number of hours, I wouldn't trade it. So yeah, just a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, this was a great competition, and there will be more like this in the coming years for Frame Voyager. So yeah, and again, I just want to thank everyone that was part of this, the travel agency, each of the teams. I couldn't have done it without each of you being part of it, and I'm glad that, like Jared said, everyone kind of jumped at the chance to do this. It was a incredible journey, and it's still, even kind of looking back on it, crazy to even think we did it. Until the next video, this is John Owens with Frame Voyager. Be sure to subscribe to our channel below and hit the notification bell to keep up with all of our videos. Until next time, this is Frame Voyager.